Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Juan Pablo here, and we are Jeremiah. Jay, what's going on, Jay?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you,
All
bro.
right.
Good to see you, bro. He's an investor here in Chicago, Chi-Town, baby. Now, Jeremiah, the first time I interacted with you, you were a coaching student, right?
Yeah.
For several months?
Yep.
Several months, a few years back?
Yep.
Now he's a personal friend of ours, right?
Yeah.
So every time we come to Chi-Town, we reach out to Jay, and he shows love, right? So while we're here, outside of just doing some business, working on the business and so forth, we wanted to take a look at this flip. Because you flip a lot here in Chicago, right?
Yep.
How many flips have you
24
done?
hours a day.
How many flips have you done
just
so far?
about 15.
About 15 flips. So it's safe to say he's pretty experienced, right? And you hear that noise in the background? That's your team, right?
Yep. It's my team working.
And what's this in your hand right here?
Blueprints.
Blueprints. So we're going to take a look at that a tad bit later. But first, we're going to look at this beautiful property right here. Don, if you can, just give us a little bit of insight about the property.
Okay.
Initially, when you got it.
Well, it was a foreclosure. It was an inland land trust here, and we had some of the renovators here that weren't properly trained to do the type of work that this property called for, and that's how I was able to come in
Superman,
and get a deal.
you came in and saved today.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about the square footage?
Square footage in the beginning was only about 700 square feet.
700, that's a tiny house, but your plans is to make it how big?
We're going to make it just under 3,000 square feet.
Under 3,000 square foot. Now, I do want you to give them one jewel before we move on to the next part, right?
Mm-hmm.
The neighbors. How integral do the neighbors play in regard to doing a flip?
Oh, my neighbors are the eyes and ears of the community. They keep an eye on the property when I'm not here. If a worker doesn't show up, if there's something that's going array with the property, they have my information. They can call me directly from day one.
And as many of you guys may think that as a result of the loud noise, the neighbors might hate this guy because, oh, it's a disturbance, but no, that loud noise is actually going to have a positive impact on the ARV of their properties, right?
Absolutely.
Their values will go up.
Absolutely.
Right, because when you do this brand new construction, and if it happens to sell at the top of the market, they get to capitalize off that based upon the CMAs that comes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely correct, right?
Correct.
So I know you guys are ready for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful flip in the making. Oh, that was the door.
No, this is the door actually. We used to come in the property.
Oh, right here.
This is the door. You know, all this was studded and drywall. We ripped it completely apart.
This is a view, right? Look at this place, look at it. Now, this is month what in the deal?
Well, we bought the property at the end of 2017. So we've been holding this since about December.
December of 2017, it is now September of 2018. So you might be thinking, all this time and you haven't got no roof, right? You haven't got the second floor.
Yeah.
Look in the back, if you don't mind. Wow, did you guys see that, man? Did you see this property? Man, I just love the deal. Just the smell of sawdust in the morning, right? It smells like money, right?
Exactly.
It smells like money. But forget about all the deal, even though we love the deal. What's more important, numbers. So Jeremiah, Jay, if you don't mind breaking down the numbers for us, meaning the purchase price, the estimated repair, as well as the ARV.
All right.
After repair value.
Just to keep it simple, we were able to get this property under contract for about $99K. We've held it since about December 2017. We have a renovation budget of about $150,000 on this place, and the resale value is going to be about
$250 all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The resale on it is about $400,000.
So $250 all in. Purchase price of $100,000 to round up.
Yep.
$150 in rehab, and that includes a contingency, a oops fund, just in case if things don't go out as planned.
Yep.
No pun intended, right? With the blueprints, they go out as planned, right?
Right.
But with all that being said, $250 in, $400. So if you do the math, that's what? $150 profit, right?
Got it.
You can do that all day long. And you might be thinking, well, if he got it under contract December of 2017 and is now September of 2018, that's 10 months.
Yeah.
And you should be finished with this project by when?
January.
January, so almost a little bit over a year.
Yep.
Right. So who wouldn't want to make $150,000 for a profit in a year's time. It's like having a 9 to 5, except you're not working on this 9 to 5.
Agreed.
Right? Because you're not slinging a hammer. I don't assume you. Look how fresh this man is. Right? You're not painting no walls. You're not putting that roof together.
No.
You're not doing none of that.
I'm delegating.
You're delegating.
Delegating.
You're the head honcho.
You got it.
Right? And he's changing the whole landscape of this community. As I mentioned earlier, as a result of this 400,000 ARV, I'm sure your neighbors are going to be singing your praises.
Yeah. They call me every other week. What do you need? Anything I can help you with? Let me know.
Okay, so we like to talk a lot about the good on our channel, right? We like to talk about the numbers, the property, how it's progressing. But of course, we got to be transparent with you. We also got to tell you the bad and the ugly. Good, bad, and ugly. So if you don't mind sharing with us, what's some of the bad and the ugly that you experienced with this property?
Well, I actually had a stop work order on this property a few months back. There was actually a change here with the village where they changed the zoning for the district.
Even though you have the permits in the window?
Yep, even though I had the permits, even though the blueprints were approved.
So even though you got the blueprints approved, which is right here, we're about to open that up in a moment, and the permits in the windows, why did they do that? Stop work order.
They changed the rule basically for how you could build second-story additions in this actually zoned area that we have. This is an R2 district. So for the single-family bungalow district, they want to keep that historical look of the properties here, the brick bungalows. So I was forced to redo my entire blueprint from beginning to end, resubmit it for approval, and then start back again.
Now that's the ugly part, to be honest with you, right? I mean, I actually feel the pain that you feel, Jay, vicariously through you. The ugly is this. The city already approved his blueprints, but later along the line decided, well, you know what? We want to keep this historic. Unfortunately, Jay, you're going to have to draw up new plans. So even though you've already acquired the property and started the construction based upon the previous plans, we want you to change it. But they didn't give you any type of financial incentive at all.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not, right?
That's the last thing you get.
So that's the ugly that comes to real estate, the surprises.
Yeah.
But this is what you got to be mindful of. You always got to have a contingency plan. And what is a contingency plan?
Basically preparing for the worst that could happen. And what's the worst that could happen on a project where you're doing something like this? They stop you from doing the work.
Right, so many investors get that wrong. This is what they decide to do. They say, okay, I'm buying a property for $99,000, check, got that money. But the property needs about, let's say, $100,000 in repairs. Check, I got that. But no, you don't want to request $100,000 in repairs. You want to get a contingency, an oops fund, a miscellaneous fund of an additional $50,000, just in case the city's on your back, just in case you open up a wall and realize all the electrical got to be replaced, just in case you have to change out the whole sewer system, right? Things like that. The unexpected. And that's the main difference, honestly, if you do your research, it's the main difference between a millionaire and a billionaire. Most people say it's a zero. Backups. That's the main difference. Billionaires always have a backup plan. They always have contingency. They always have a plan B. They always have a reserve just in case things don't go exactly as planned. So speaking of plans, you might, if the viewers could take a look at that.
Absolutely.
Now explain this to us, Jay. Well, why is this important?
Oh, this is important when you're doing everything like this. This is pretty much the direction for everyone. Every tradesman that you're going to have operating on the property. This is going to tell the village, the director, exactly what you're going to be doing in the property, the mayor, and what to expect. Without this, you have nothing.
Now, I know you're a smart guy.
Thank you.
But did you draw these up?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You had another smart guy draw this up.
Yeah.
And what is that smart person called?
An architect.
An architect.
Yes.
So for every flip that you pursue, do you hire an architect?
Absolutely. He's
and
already on
why is
retainer.
that important?
I can't do a flip without him. I need him. He's an integral part of this business for me. In fact, he tells me about different trends in certain areas and where it would be most profitable for us to go.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So these are the plans. Let me get this back to you. Now, the last question I want to have for you, Jeremiah, is about, not throwing any shade, but what do you do? I mean, you're not slinging the hammer, right?
Yep.
Right.
That's correct. That's correct.
Even Rudy's laughing. You're not slinging the hammer.
Nope.
You're not putting the roof together because the roof is gone, right? You're not drawing up the plans. Are you using your own money as well?
No.
So you're not using your own money. You're getting this 100% finance.
Yes.
So what are you actually doing?
I'm basically the bank for the deals. I'm the bank for the deals, and I actually find most of the deals as well. And I vet everyone that's going to be working the deal. So I'm the quarterback.
quarterback.
Yeah, I'm the quarterback.
So the ball gets in your hands, and you call out the plays.
I call the plays, and I make the pass or the handoff.
So you can score that touchdown.
Yeah.
In this case, $150,000. That sounds like a hell of a goal, right?
Yeah.
Right? And guess what? You can do that too. The thing is, you got to make financial freedom your personal goal, your business goal. And you made that decision a long time ago, right?
Absolutely.
And when was it, around what time did you make that decision to be financially free through real estate?
I quit my day job about 2 years ago now.
Quit your day job 2 years ago. But how long ago before that did you decide, you know what? I want to quit my day job and have real estate be my avenue towards financial freedom?
About 2 years previous to that. And I began to put a plan together to make that a reality by 30.
But what was the inspiration behind it?
You were, actually. Watching your YouTube channel, found you on there, started coming to a lot of your different meetings, did business credit and the coaching through your program, and just incorporated that with the knowledge that I had already had from working in the industry and just took off.
Excellent. That's our goal, guys. Our goal is to have people just like Jay become financially free. Actually, we have a numerical goal. We want 100,000 people to become financially free through real estate investing. Now, you can do my model, which is buying whole apartment buildings, or you can do his model, in which he actually has a flipping business. But at the end of the day, we're both investing in real estate on a passive level, okay? But guess what? You can do it too. Just check out our website, 100%finance.com. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna check out the property, say what's up with your team, right?
Yep.
And just take a further look. All right, so catch you on the next video, guys. To your success. Earn passive with passion. Peace.